300 yards! I know, and I want to learn.
I made one of Miss Garcia.
I can't jump. We know you can do.
Leave your paw print.
My name is Ishimatsu, and I am famous for co-founding the California Women's in Agriculture to develop an interest in women's in agriculture. In my senior year in high school in 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. My family and I relocated to an internment camp in Arkansas. We were later released and moved to Chicago, Illinois, where I reunited with my boyfriend Raymond and married him in 1948. A year later, we moved to Indio to work on the family farm. I became a founding member of the VMHA and was chapter president from 1978 to 1980. My name is Ishimatsu, and I am grateful for the people of Indio. Without their kindness, I would never have been able to bloom.
Hello, my name is Bob Hope, and one of my proudest achievements is the Bob Hope Classics Tournament. I was a stand-up comedian in vaudeville and acted through my road movies with Bing Crosby and Dorothy Lamour. Nothing made me happier than entertaining the GIs through my USO tours. In 1966, I donated 80 acres of land to build the Eisenhower Medical Center and future medical facilities. Bob Hope is mainly known for entertaining the GIs through his USO tours for over 50 years. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Edith Ross. I am famous for being Indio's first lady in 1976. I was part of the first settlers to come here to Indio. I came from Vancouver, British Columbia to the desert. When I was in my early teens, I married Bailey Ross, a dispatcher and engineer for the railroad. After 25 years of good marriage, my husband became disabled in a railroad accident. Life was hard but good. Within 2 years, my husband died, perhaps a disappointment. Life had harsher moments too. One day, the family dog was barking one night, pleading to go outside. A mountain lion swooped down from a tree and carried the dog off to its death. Life got harder for me and the girls. I worked as a waitress for a while, and I even worked as a laundress. It was a hard job. I am proud to have been a part of Indio's growth and development. Thank you for listening to me today. Have a great day today. Remember, Edith Ross, the mother of India.
My name is Miss Katherine Finchy. I am known for being an elementary school teacher in 1922. I came to California to earn a college degree. The first school I worked at was in Palm Springs. I became the principal of Francis Stevens School when it opened. After 29 long, hard years of service and dedication, I eventually retired in 1951. After I retired, and to my surprise, the North End School in Palm Springs was renamed after me. I did many things in my life. 2 of them are teaching and being a school administrator, but I also did things to help my community, like help establish Optimist clubs in Palm Springs, Mexico, Cuba, and Panama. My name is Miss Katherine Finchy, and I am known for teaching. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Greetings, my name is Captain Juan Bautista de Anza. I am an explorer for the country of Spain. In January 1774, I led my first expedition from Sonora, New Spain. We discovered a special land route to the town of Alta, Upper California. There were 34 men, including soldiers and Indian guides. Spain claimed the land that is today California. They wanted settlements in California to protect their claim from the English and the Russians. On my second trip, we went to settle a new town called San Francisco. There were 240 men, women, and children. We walked the whole entire 240 miles. 1,200. Oh, it was very hard to pass through the Sonoran It was very hot to pass through the Sonoran Desert, so it never became a popular route. My name is Captain Juan Bautista de Anza. I am most famous for passing south of the Coachella Valley to find a special en route to California. Perfect. My real name is Brent.
My name is Betty Ford. My husband, Gerald R. Ford Jr., became the 38th President of the United States in 1974. I became the First Lady from 1974 to 1977. I was active in social policy and set a precedent as a policy. I absolutely supported the proposed equal rights on September 4th, 1974. I have been getting knocked down for a long time by things that ruin lives and flatten people. That is alcohol. I have taken the punch and done it one better. You would not want to go to the wall with me on resilience. I opened a center that helped people with addiction problems. Soon enough, business is booming. I was a successful person. Sadly, my husband died December 26, 2006. I was filled with great disappointment, but I still went on with life. Thank you for listening. Again, my name is Betty Ford.
I'm Dr. June Robertson. I am famous for being the Valley's first resident doctor. In 1904, we moved to be in the Coachella Valley because my first husband had tuberculosis. I began work at the Nelson Health Camp, which cared for victims of tuberculosis. My medical practice ranged from the Palm Springs to the Salton Sea. In 1904, roads were practically unheard of. In 1907, the Bureau Indians Affairs named me as the first Indian doctor for the Coachella Valley's 5 Indian reservations. The Indians called me Dr. June. They were used to having medicine men. They had trouble accepting me. I had to work hard to gain their trust. I helped form the Indio Women's Club in 1912. I was sad when my husband died in 1914. He had tuberculosis. 2 years later, I married Frank McCarroll, a railroad agent, and retired. In 1917, I was driving and was forced off the road because there were no lines to show which side to drive on. I paid a man to paint a white line in the middle of the road on Highway 86. Because of that, I am known as the White Line Lady. In 1924, California adopted the white line on all highways. I am June Robertson, the White Line Lady.
Hi, my name is Helen Kaufman. In 1909, my husband, Dr. Harry Kaufman, and I opened a small health resort called the Desert Inn. We opened the hotel within 6 weeks after buying 10 houses of canvas and wood in Los Angeles. By the 1930s, the hotel was 35 acres in Palm Springs. The hotel had swimming pools, tennis courts, and horseback ridings. Many say I am the mother of Palm Springs. And again, my name is Helen Kaufman. Thank you for watching.
Me and my 2 daughters moved back to California in 1947. My 2 daughters were 4 years old and 6 months old. I opened Helen's Beach House. It was a popular resort where people met for dancing and listening to music beside the Salton Sea. Throughout the 1950s and into the 60s, Helen's Beach House became an even more popular destination for people from out of town. But even after Helen's Beach House burnt to the ground, people still came with chairs and listened to music and dance. My name is Helen Burns, and I am a famous businesswoman.
My name is Dr. Harry Smiley. I am famous for building a medical practice in 1921. My wife Lynn and I drove to Mecca. Our car broke down. Box Canyon just outside district, and we were told to Indio. It was February 1921. The weather was beautiful. In 1926, we bought land and we built this house.
And Indio was so small, we felt like we were out in the country. Our home was made from adobe bricks. My wife, Lynn, takes house calls. I help people to feel better. Thank you listening to my story of how my wife and I came to Indio and built a medical practice.
My name is General George Smith Patton. During World War II, I was the commanding general of the armed forces. Due to my success and nonsense personality, I gained the nickname Old Blood and Guts. I respect to speak to soldiers and to the American people about war and freedom. I was born in San Gabriel, California on November 11, 1885. As I grew up, I wanted to be a soldier. So I graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point and became a second lieutenant in the 15th Cavalry Regiment. In 1915, I was assigned to Fort Bliss on the Mexican border, where we searched for a notorious killer named Pancho Villa. I showed my strength and courage, and the superior officer raised my rank to captain. In 1914, World War I had begun, and I was immediately a commander in France, where me and my men won a battle in Cambrai, France. Following World War I was trained to be a commanding general. After my military schooling, I was transferred to the armed forces, where the United States had just entered World War II on December 8, 1941. I became a leader of a task force to fight North Africa. In 1942, in order to train my soldiers for extreme desert conditions, I created a headquarters called Camp Young. This is east of Indio, or now known as Tirado Summit. I served for its commander for its first 4 months. My name is General George Patton. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Vyola. In 1954, I became the chairman of the All-Female Tribal Council of the Agua Caliente Band of the Korean Indian. After seeing the amount of land owned by the tribe, we decided to look on developing our land. I frequently took trips to Washington, D.C. in hopes of securing long lease term. In 1959, it approved to 99 yearly. Again, I am Vyola Ortner, and thank you for listening.